Stags and Bishop O'Connell hoping to finish off their regular season here at home in their gym on senior night with a big win. So we are almost ready for our opening tip. And it's going to be Hunter Dickinson, and you can already notice the size advantage. He is listed at 7'1" on the roster. And you have to imagine they're going to be looking to get him involved very early on. It's going to be Bishop O'Connell basketball to start things off. Ion Tell, one of the seniors who signed with Mount St. Mary's to continue playing at the next level, handling the ball. That shot is up and good for Jack Profit. That is a three-point basket for Profit. Bishop O'Connell off to a good start in this one. DeMatha looking for the answer. Timberlake looking inside. Nothing there. Moore will put the ball on the floor and kick it out. Good look inside. Timberlake thought about it. Drives inside. Rattles out for Earl Timberlake. And once again, Tell bringing the ball up the floor for the Knights, who lead 3-0 in the early goings of this one. They'll kick it out to the corner once again. That shot no good for Weber. They'll rebound to Dickinson. Kogelnick driving, kicks it out. That shot will not fall. What a box out by Brendan Leveroni. And the student section cheering very loud for Leveroni, and another rebound for the Stags. This time it's Timberlake looking inside to Dickinson. And it will remain DeMatha basketball. 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this first quarter. This is Wallace, who will inbound the ball for the Stags. Great look inside on the set play. Looking for Kogelnick, the Brown commit. He will head to the free throw line. For Kogelnick. A huge crowd on hand here tonight to see this contest. The bleachers completely full. A very sizable student section here tonight to cheer on the Knights. That shot will not fall for Charles Weber. And this is Timberlake. Once again, he'll pull up for the shot and knock it down. Earl Timberlake Jr. So Timberlake Jr. puts DeMatha on top for the first time this evening. Leveroni in the corner. Will hand off to Weber. This is Profit, the lone scorer right now for the Knights. Shot clock at 8. Tell going to have to do something. He pulls up for the shot, knocks it down. Ion Tell with a huge basket for Bishop O'Connell with the shot clock winding down. These two teams have come to play tonight. Doing a nice job shooting from the perimeter. And just like that, Timberlake Jr. with another shot. He has 6 points off of 2 3-pointers. Leveroni tied up, looks to get the ball in the hands of Tell. Tell drives in the lane. His shot no good. Battle for the rebound, and Timberlake comes up with it. He has had a great game so far for the Stags. That shot is good for Joshua Wallace. And now Bishop O'Connell finding themselves down by 4 here in the early goings, looking to cut into this deficit. This is Tell once again. Weber pulls up for the shot. Too short, comes off the front of the rim. And that's Dickinson on the rebound for the Stags. One thing the Stags doing very well, and the Knights doing well too, when there are missed shots, it's one and done, and another shot from the corner. That one won't fall for DeMatha. Tell quickly pushes the ball up the floor, driving in the lane, and a block for Justin Moore. Joshua Wallace quickly pushes the other way. It has been a fast first quarter, very up-tempo. Wallace surveying his options. Timberlake kicks it over to Moore. Shot from behind the arc, rattles around, no good. That rebound to Michael Policario. And once again, Ion Tell looks to set up the offense for the Knights. Leveroni looking, nothing there. We're going to get a travel call on Policario. Checking into the contest, Brayon Freeman and Jamal Banks. Bringing the ball up the court, looks inside to Dickinson. Good defense. And that shot is good from the corner. That's Hunter Dickinson. He has the range. Freeman just in the contest for the Knights. Kicks it over to Banks. Banks driving through traffic, draws the contact. So that foul is going to go against Timberlake Jr. That is his first football team. And that shot is good for Banks, his first point of the evening. Wallace once again handling the basketball for DeMatha. He is defended by Tell. Good pressure by Tell, really hounding the ball. They look inside to Timberlake, and it's Tell once again. Great defensive play by Ion Tell. 12 seconds on the shot clock. It's going to remain DeMatha basketball. And this will be Wallace on the inbound play for the Stags. 2 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in this quarter. A 6-point advantage for DeMatha. They look inside to Dickinson. And Dickinson has been huge in this first quarter for DeMatha, really showing how versatile he is. A shot from the outside, then a nice play on the inside for the 7'1" junior. Banks driving, able to convert. 3 points for Jamal Banks. And quickly the other way come the Stags. Nice ball movement. That one won't fall for Timberlake. And now Profit looks up the floor to Banks. Thought about it. He's defended by Dickinson. Nice pass. They look inside to Weber. Banks able to corral it. They quickly find Tell in the corner. He knocks down his second three-pointer of the game. 6 points for Ion Tell. He has been outstanding in this competition so far on both the offensive and defensive ends. And that shot is good. The answer for Justin Moore. Still a 6-point advantage for DeMatha. Bishop O'Connell will come down, knock down a big three-point shot, and then DeMatha goes right down the court and finds the answer. This is Freeman. And now a three for Freeman. These two teams right now shooting the lights out from behind the arc. A great contest so far. 3-point advantage for DeMatha. Timberlake kicks it over to the corner. That one rattles around, will not fall for Justin Moore. And now Banks will bring the ball up the floor and find Freeman to Tell. Driving in the middle. That shot no good. Nice rebound by Dickinson under a minute to play in this first quarter. Timberlake's shot too strong. Banks quickly looks up the floor to Freeman. Freeman in the lane. And another rebound for Hunter Dickinson. Joshua Wallace going to slow things down just a little bit. About a 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock to close out this first quarter. DeMatha working the ball around. Moore puts the ball on the floor, drives in the lane. He is fouled before the shot. Dickinson will come out of the game. 19.9 seconds remaining in this first. So DeMatha can now hold for the last shot. Shot clock is off. This is Timberlake with possession. He'll kick it over to Justin Moore, the Villanova commit. And Timberlake lets the clock wind down, dials up the shot. It will not fall. Freeman heaves one down the floor, and that will end our first quarter of play. A 3-point advantage for DeMatha. Ball inbounds to Moore. Nice ball movement around the perimeter. They look inside to Timberlake. He dishes it off to Jarrell Robertson. What a pass to set up that basket. This is Tell. Shot from the corner, no good for Wesley Peterson. And it will be DeMatha basketball. DeMatha up by 5. Fans continuing to pour into the gymnasium. And it is very quickly going to become standing room only because, again, a fantastic crowd that has turned out for this game. Moore puts the ball on the floor. Will hand off to Robertson. And an offensive foul called against Donovan Miller. And now good ball movement by Bishop O'Connell. That shot too strong for Wesley Peterson. Moore driving. His shot won't fall. And again, not a lot of offensive rebounds in this game. It has pretty much been one and done for both squads. Tell from the corner. That one will not fall. He gets his own rebound. He looks inside. That shot rattles out for Charles Weber, and I know he's wondering how that one did not fall through the hoop. And now Timberlake with possession for the Stags. That shot is good for Donovan Miller. That is a 2 for the junior. Once again, this is Peterson. Freeman for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Steve Settle. DeMatha looking to extend this lead. They have pushed it out to 7. And another shot by Miller will not fall. Banks quickly pushes up the floor, finds Freeman in the corner. They look inside. Could not get the pass to Peterson. Moore. Nothing there. Timberlake now drives. His shot will not fall. And he steps on the end line. It will be Bishop O'Connell basketball. Substitutes coming into the contest for both teams. Ward is one of the freshmen on the roster for head coach Mike Jones. And now Bishop O'Connell once again looking to cut into this deficit. Profit, cut off. Tell, long-range three-pointer for the senior, rattles in. And on senior night, Ion Tell can do no wrong. He has 3 three-pointers for 9 points to lead the scoring in this game. And that shot is good from the corner. And that's Steve Settle. And we talked about it. Bishop O'Connell will get a three-pointer. DeMatha finds the answer. And now Jamal Banks with 5 points on the evening. Bishop O'Connell has cut this deficit to 4. The lead was 7. That is the biggest lead of the game. That shot will not fall for Justin Moore. Once again, shot from the corner. That one won't go for Banks. The rebound for Steve Settle. And now Joshua Wallace will slow things down just a bit. He's defended by Tell, who has really, as we've talked about, Played some nice defense up top. Ward just into the contest for the Stags. Will hand off. And Settle will try another one from the same spot. So Steve Settle comes into this contest. The 6'8" senior knocks down two big ones from the corner. Tell's shot will not go. DeMatha quickly up the floor. And that's going to be an offensive foul against Justin Moore. That is his first. Has been quick. Both teams knocking down big shots. And this is Tell. Once again, he has played every single second out on the floor for Joe Wooten. Tell driving, pulls up, looking for the contact, did not get the call. Dickinson helps to tip the ball out. Now Wallace is fouled, and that one is going to go against Ion Tell. 7-point advantage for DeMatha. Again, it is the biggest lead that they have had on the evening. And it is DeMatha basketball. Both of these teams shooting extremely well from the perimeter and rebounding very well on the defensive end. Those really have been the two storylines of this game. The other thing that's been for Terrell Ward, and a rare offensive rebound in this contest. Timberlake looks inside to Dickinson. And a steal by Wesley Peterson quickly up the floor. They look to Freeman. Freeman driving, cut off by the defense. He'll kick it over to Profit. And now the Knights will reset. Theodore Gadsden now out on the floor for the Knights. Shot clock starting to wind down. Freeman will look over to the corner. Banks is going to have to do something. He drives and puts the ball in the basket. 7 points for Jamal Banks in this contest. And a shot from behind the arc, too strong for Tyrell Ward. Freeman, the behind the back pass to Peterson. The shot won't go, and now Wallace quickly looking up the court. Ward driving, his shot rattles home. First bucket of the game for Tyrell Ward. Profit from the corner, rattles around, no good. And Dickinson will get another rebound. Slow to get to his feet is Joshua Wallace. Timberlake's shot won't go. And this is Freeman. Now Banks. Bishop O'Connell taking their time. Freeman drives. He is fouled. I believe that one's going to go against Wallace from behind the back. So that is the first for Joshua Wallace. And second opportunity coming up here for Freeman. And that one is good as well. 5 points for the sophomore, and Ion Till will briefest of rests for him on the bench. He has been so critical. Dickinson tries to make something happen, and the follow by Timberlake is good. 7-point advantage for the Stags. Banks puts the ball on the floor, cannot work his way around Miller. Banks still working, and it's going to be a blocking call, so this one will go against DeMatha. So Bishop O'Connell cannot just hold for the last possession. They look inside to Weber, work the ball around. Teal pulls up. His shot no good, and Dickinson is doing a great job on the rebounding end. Mike Jones will call a timeout here with 22.6 seconds remaining in this first half. For the Knights, it has been a huge game so far for the senior Ion Teal. He has been absolutely set the tone for the Knights in this class of 2020. 7-point advantage. It's the largest lead they have had in this game. This is Timberlake handling the ball. He's defended by Peterson, and he will hand off. They get the ball to the standout, Justin Moore. The shot will not fall. Weber with the rebound to close out this first half. And it has been a good one so far here from the two head coaches that are squaring off against each other. But that's really another storyline in this contest. Two of the best coaches in the area. You have Mike Jones, who has been at the helm of this DeMatha program for quite some time. You have Joe Wooten, who is the son of Morgan Wooten, perhaps the most well-known high school basketball coach of all time. And, of course, Morgan Wooten, the coach at DeMatha when he was coaching. So this is Bishop O'Connell looking for their first points of this second half. That shot won't fall for Charles Weber, but he is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Weber scoreless so far in this contest. And very aggressive defense. And Teal momentarily was defending Hunter Dickinson. That is quite a mismatch. Now Weber defending Dickinson. Dickinson with the bucket. He will head to the free throw line. Dickinson already has 7 points on the evening. His first trip to the free throw line, 7 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the period. So again, off to Teal momentarily. Freeman driving, puts the shot up, will not connect, and another rebound for Hunter Dickinson. Dickinson has been a huge factor in this game. Certainly expected. Bishop O'Connell really doesn't have anyone with the height that he has, but Weber with a nice defensive play to swat the ball away. Doing a great job denying the ball. Teal driving. He is fouled. He'll kick it out to the corner. That shot. And this is Teal who will inbound the ball. And a turnover as Moore pushes the ball up the floor. He'll kick it out to the corner. That shot too strong for Kogelnick, but the follow is good. And so now the largest lead of the game is 9 for DeMatha. Weber, nothing there. He'll hand off to Freeman. Freeman looks to drive to his right. He is fouled. At the free throw line, he already has 5 points in the contest to make it 6 for the sophomore. This is Freeman pushing the ball up the floor, takes it all the way to the bucket, and the foul for Brayon Freeman, the sophomore, taking control on that possession. And shot is good. 9 points now for Freeman. He has had a very strong game, and this is Freeman once again. So it is DeMatha basketball. Moore on the inbounds play. And that foul will go against Teal. So that is his second. And the call is stepping on the end line. And so it's going to be Bishop O'Connell basketball, down by 5. That shot is good for Peterson. That is the first bucket of the game for Peterson. And some pressure here by Bishop O'Connell. DeMatha gets the ball up the floor. They find Timberlake. He works back and forth with Moore. They go inside to Dickinson. Dickinson was looking to pass across the court to settle, hit the basket, and now an opportunity for Freeman, who knocks it down. Brayon Freeman. And this gym is going absolutely crazy after Brayon action goes wild for Bishop O'Connell. And now the Knights back out on the floor. DeMatha still in their huddle with their head coach Mike Jones. And now the Stags will read in this third quarter. Games have been extremely tight ones. So this is Moore. He will hand off to Timberlake. Nothing there. Good pressure. They look inside to Dickinson. And the follow by Earl Timberlake. He now has 10 and is in double digits for DeMatha. Peterson puts the ball on the floor, drives baseline. His shot no good. Battle for the rebound. And Donovan Miller comes up with it for DeMatha. He will hand off to Moore. His shot won't go, but the follow is good for the big man, Hunter Dickinson. 11 points now for Hunter Dickinson. And again, we knew he would be a huge factor in tonight's contest. Banks working the ball around. Freeman, who has had the hot hand for Bishop O'Connell as of late. Teal with the shot from the corner. And that is the fourth made three-pointer in this competition for Ion Teal, the senior, who is coming up big on senior night. These two guards for Bishop O'Connell have been sensational. Timberlake's shot will not fall. Banks with the rebound, pushing the ball up the floor. He is fouled. That foul will go against Joshua Wallace. That is his second. Point advantage for DeMatha, who earlier led by 9. It has been a great comeback for Bishop O'Connell, but again, a lot more basketball to be played before this one is all said and done. Banks over to Weber. Weber, long-range shot is good. That is a long two for Charles Weber. He now has 4, 2 made free throws, and that bucket right there for Weber. Dickinson battling for position. Timberlake over to Dickinson, and Dickinson struggling a little bit with the pass. With possession for Bishop O'Connell. Banks up top will hand off to Freeman. Freeman driving in the bucket for Brayon Freeman. 14 points for the sophomore. We'll have a foul on the floor. Stags get the ball into Timberlake. Timberlake in the lane will drive and draw the contact. So that one is on Freeman. Peterson driving, baseline, draws the contact. He'll head to the free throw line. So Donovan Miller. And that shot is good for Peterson. Now 3 points in the game. Good defense by Banks. He is pressuring the basketball. Justin Moore works the ball up the court for the Stags. He'll hand off to Timberlake. Paul Smith now in the game sets the screen. And we're going to get an offensive foul called against the Stags. Timberlake. 2-point advantage for Bishop O'Connell. And this is Banks. He'll hand off to Freeman, who has been the best scoring option as of late for the Knights. Has been so big in this comeback. Teal for his 5th three-pointer of the night. Ion Till has been lights out on senior night for Bishop O'Connell. Wallace driving, hands off. That shot is good for Justin Moore. Moore has 5, and now Banks with possession finds Freeman. Teal in the corner as Bishop O'Connell works the ball around. Good patience, looking for the right opportunity. They are up by 3. Freeman, nothing there. Teal on the other side. Looks to Weber. Banks. That shot no good. Good box out by Justin Moore, who quickly works his way up the floor. It's going to be a blocking call against Jamal Banks, the official right in front of us, who made the call. Under a minute remaining in this third quarter. Banks hands off to Freeman. Now Teal looking to work his way inside. He'll draw the contact and head to the free throw line. So that one is having, and that one is good as well. He has 17 points. 37 seconds remaining in this third period. It is a 2-point advantage for Bishop O'Connell, and you see Teal hounding the basketball as he has done all night long. He is relentless on the floor, and that shot won't go for Justin Moore. Battle for the rebound. Wallace, so scrappy, comes up with it for the Stags. And they look to hold for the last shot of this period, looking to tie things up or take the lead. This is Moore looking to drive down the lane. Offensive foul against Justin Moore. I believe that's 4 on Justin Moore. 2 of them have been on offensive fouls. Donovan Miller to the check-in table. He is, of course, checking in for Justin Moore. And this is Banks on the inbound play, quickly getting it into Dickinson. Not a lot of time remaining in this third period, and they cannot convert, and that will do it for our third period. A 2-point advantage for Bishop O'Connell. Remember, they were down by 9. They now have the 2-point lead. And stepping on the Endline, or the sideline rather, will turn the ball over. This is Peterson driving against Kogelnick. So Peterson looking to add to this lead. He did as well for Peterson. He's come off the bench today and been a nice contributor for Joe Wooten. This is Wallace. He will hand off to Miller. Over to Timberlake. They look inside to Dickinson. They will turn the ball over. Again, the star wide receiver, Teal, Looks inside to Weber. That shot is good. That is Freeman. Once again, Freeman has 3 made three-pointers in this game. Leads everybody with 17 points on the evening so far. Actually, his teammate Teal has 17 as well. They look inside. Kogelnick with the easy 2. 4 points now for Kogelnick. Had 2 made free throws in the early goings. Freeman over in the corner, able to hang on to possession. That shot will not fall for Banks. The rebound to Wallace. He looks up ahead. Look at Freeman on the defensive end of the floor, getting back to break up the pass to Dickinson. You've won the effort so far. Dickinson defended by Weber, looking to work his way inside. Teal comes over to help. They kick it out to Kogelnick. His shot no good. Weber with the rebound, and now Teal will bring the ball up the floor and hand off to Banks. Freeman looking to go to work, nothing there. They'll find him again. That one will not go. Kogelnick with the rebound for the Stags. 5-point advantage for the Knights. Timberlake has been quiet for the past few minutes, but he will knock down a bucket, and timeout on the floor. 5 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in this. So Bishop O'Connell with possession. This is Ion Teal. Looking over to the corner, nothing there. Freeman on the right side, defended by Miller. Shot clock under 10. Teal to Peterson. Pulls up for the shot, knocks it down with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Talk about being timely. Peterson, 7 points in this game. Dickinson looking, finds Miller in the corner. Miller drives, draws the contact. And that one is going to go against Peterson. A 5-point advantage for Bishop O'Connell. At the free throw line is Donovan Miller. 2 points already in this. Checking into the contest for more. They look inside to Weber. Nothing there. Quick ball movement. Banks along the baseline. Rolls around the rim. Will not fall for Jamal Banks. Timberlake heads the other way. Pulls up. His shot rattles around. Dickinson with the tip. Exactly what DeMatha needed. They cut this lead down to 1. And that shot from the corner will not fall. And this is Timberlake. He will bring the ball up the floor for DeMatha. They look inside to Dickinson. Weber doing everything he can. Knocks the ball loose. Jamal Banks heads the other way, looking for the contact. And he will get the foul call. And that one is going to go against Timberlake. So Jamal Banks will be at the free throw line. Has one. And that shot is good. 8 points on the evening for Jamal Banks. And this is Moore bringing the ball up the floor. And he's going to have to be very careful again. He's had 2 offensive fouls called against him in this game. This is Timberlake. He'll find Moore. That shot will not fall for Donovan Miller. Freeman slows things up. A smart decision by the sophomore. This game is too close to try to force anything. Peterson kicks it to the corner. Teal with possession. He pulls up for the shot. He knocks it down. 6 made three-pointers in this game for Ion Teal. 20 points on the day. Have a couple made free throws, but otherwise all of his work from behind. Points on the day for the senior who is celebrating senior night here at Bishop O'Connell. He does have a couple made free throws, but otherwise all of his work from behind the arc, and it has been huge. He stretches this lead out to 5. Moore to Kogelnick. Of course, Moore is the leader. They look inside to Dickinson. His shot won't go. And now, once again, Jamal Banks, so smart, slows things down, doesn't want to force anything. His team up by 5. Teal puts the ball on the floor. Nothing there. He's defended by Moore. Now Freeman looks to get around Miller. Peterson to Weber. Weber's shot won't go. Easy rebound for Dickinson. And now Timberlake looking to drive. Timberlake's shot will not fall. And now Freeman pushing the ball up the floor. And once again, Freeman slows things down, makes the motion to his team. This is Teal. He's going to try another one, perhaps a heat check. It goes! 7 made three-pointers for Ion Teal on senior day. 23 points in this game. He has been lights out. I believe that's going to be a blocking call. It goes against Jamal Banks. And I believe that's remaining in the contest. And Timberlake perhaps. It is good as well. So he will cut this margin down to 6. And Holton Jr. defense back on the floor on offense. This is Teal. He has been spectacular in this competition. And he's been so smart. He hasn't been forcing things. Selections for his squad. Peterson drives, knocks it home. Wesley Peterson. 9 points now for the sophomore. He's had a huge second half. He's been a great compliment to Ion Teal. That shot is short. Freeman, who's the other big player out on the floor right now for Bishop O'Connell. And Moore's going to head back over to the scorer's table. He's the leader of this DeMatha team. You remember how he came back from that torn ACL to lead his team to the WCAC championship. As Teal's shot will not go. 1:22 left on the clock. And we're going to head the other way for some free throws. It's going to be a 1-and-1. And again, the player you probably don't want to put on the free throw line is Earl Timberlake Jr., and he is there right now for DeMatha. He was working on his comeback, was working out with Trevor Flint Hill, one of the dynamic members of the Stags. That one is good, too. He's been huge from the free throw line, trying to keep his team within striking distance. This is Freeman. He's being pressured by Miller. And a timeout on the floor. 22 seconds on the shot clock, 1:14 on the game clock. Bishop O'Connell is up by 6. And Freeman is going to have to track the ball down. We'll see what the call was. Still not exactly sure what the stoppage of play was. So we will wait for things to be sorted out on the court. Again, it's a 6-point advantage for the hosts, the Bishop O'Connell Knights. We'll make the determination. Meanwhile, the Stags head over to talk things over with Mike Jones, Bishop O'Connell does the same. So right now the officials conferring about the time that should be on the shot clock. That is what we are trying to figure out with 1:09 seconds remaining in the competition. And right now really everything counts. This is such a close game. The officials wanting to make sure everything. They're going to reset the shot clock to 23 seconds. And we will get things back underway for the remainder of this one. O'Connell basketball, they have the 6-point lead. And they're going to get the ball inbounds to Ion Teal. And honestly, it's difficult to take issue with anything he's done tonight. From the offensive end to the defensive end, it has been quite a game for the senior. He's going to take another one from the corner. That one will not fall. And we're going to get an over-the-back call. 56.7 seconds remaining on the clock. And the thing you don't want to do is send DeMatha to the free throw line. Again, they're in the 1-and-1 right now. It stops the clock. And, of course, it's senior. And he gets a massive react, coaching staff. Timberlake, that one off the front of the rim. A big rebound by Jamal Banks. This is Freeman. Finding Profit. Good defense by Holton Jr. Timberlake comes the other way. It's a blocking call against Banks. And that may be Banks' fifth. We'll have to wait and see. 41.7 seconds. And that is his fifth personal foul. So he cuts this deficit to 5. Heading to the scorer's table. That one goes in as well. 7 made free throws in this. We're going to get the foul right there, so we will advance. 19 points for Timberlake. We're going to get the foul right there, so we will advance down to the offensive end of Bishop O'Connell, who lead by 4 with 41 seconds remaining. So at the free throw line is Ion Teal. And it seems only fitting after the night that he has had. That he would be the one taking these critical free throws for Bishop O'Connell. That one is good. He had 2 made free throws in the first half of this game. Dickinson's going to come back into the contest. He'll replace Settle. 24 points for Ion Teal. An opportunity here to push this lead to 6. He does. DeMatha. Moore driving, goes inside to Dickinson. And a timeout on the floor, and very smart. DeMatha didn't just push for the 3. They went for the high percentage shot. They know they have Dickinson in this game. They know three-pointer to open up the game. And Charles Weber, who has fouled out. This is Teal. He'll bring the ball up the floor. Teal driving, and what a play by Timberlake. Holton Jr. is fouled. (19.9 seconds). And it's one of the biggest points of the entire game. Second opportunity coming up for Kenneth Holton Jr. That one rattles around, won't fall. Timberlake with the rebound, muscled away by Theodore Gadsden Jr. It is a held ball, the possession arrow with the Bishop O'Connell Knights. What about Theodore Gadsden Jr. coming into this game as both teams once again conferring with their head coaches. A quick huddle. Now the reserves head to the bench. The starters still out on the floor. DeMatha trying to deny, trying to get the turnover. And they do. It's Timberlake. Mike Jones calls a quick timeout. 13.7 seconds on the clock. And block. A lot of players on the floor that can knock down threes. We'll see what Coach Jones has thrown up. Timberlake dials one up. That one too strong. Battle for the rebound. It's Moore. He comes up with it. Another opportunity for Timberlake. That one will not go. Dickinson gets the offensive rebound. That one will not fall. Bishop O'Connell will win on senior night. It is a huge win for the Bishop O'Connell Knights. They get the 3-point victory. Our player of the game, there's no question who it is. It is Ion Teal, who dialed up 7 made three-pointers on the night for his Bishop O'Connell Knights. He is